So, His Excellency the President, during his New Year message on the 31st of December 2020, made certain commitments, especially regarding the education sector in our country. And the first commitment was that he wanted every child back to school. Now that's number one. Number two, he wanted every child to come to school without fear and without worry, because we wanted the schools to be safe and secure for both the teachers, the school management, and our children. And to that effect then, we urged all the schools to get prepared with the COVID mitigation measures. And I want to thank your school, because the first measure was about giving all the information in every corner so that people can know what is expected of them. And I have read the announcement from the gate all through to the school. The second one was about availing.
Yes. Thank you very much for coming. Today is not my day. I have two PSCs with me here. One, I have PS Kimonye, Mrs. Kimonye, who is PS in charge of public service, and Ms. Bwana Maringa in charge of infrastructure. Kindly allow them to speak to you. Madam Karim.
Okay. Good morning, and thank you very much, County Commissioner and the team from the county that has joined us. We have the entire government here, represented by all the heads of department in health, in education, both at the county and national government. And I have come here with my colleague, PS Maringa, who is in charge of infrastructure. And I'll just give the reason why we are here. If you recall, in his New Year address, His Excellency the President directed that schools should reopen by the 4th of January. And indeed, our schools have reopened. But we have reopened these schools in the context of the occurrence of COVID. And in his address, the President gave commitment of the safety and security of both the learners and the teachers. And that promise is to ensure that learning continues and that we continue with our national development, because we do not know how long this COVID will take. So in line with that, various protocols were issued by Ministry of Health to ensure the safety of the learners and the teachers. One is the issue of the thermal guards to take temperatures of the students on a regular basis. The second one is hand washing facilities provided. The third one is masks, to ensure that all the teachers and the students have masks, and to the extent possible, social distancing of the children. So we are here to take statistics of how well that has happened. Number two, we are here to ensure that all the students have reported. And where students have not reported, we would like to get that information so that we can mobilize the national government machinery from the chief and the DO to go door to door and understand from the parents why the students have not come. That is why we have the county commissioner here and the deputy county commissioner in charge of the area. So after we leave here, should there be no child who has not reported, we are going to understand why. Then we want to know the number of girls who may have had teenage pregnancies, and whether right now they are mothering, they are parenting, and the arrangements the school has for them. And I've got a brief now from the head teachers on that. We are also tracking the supply of the ESP desks, which the government had promised to the schools, and we have seen that the ESP desks have come. So the directive of the president was to take any challenges, look at the infrastructure in the school, look at the learning facilities, and understand the situation the people are in, so that should there be any challenges that may stop our students from learning, then those challenges can then be addressed by the government so that we can continue teaching our children. As you are aware, This is the second time we are being sent to the field by the president. You remember we were sent again in August, where we were looking at development. And we came to Embu, and we realized that a lot of the government promises had been made in terms of infrastructure. And I have the PS for infrastructure here, who is accompanying Mwangi. I know he has something to say to the students and the school and the headmistress. So what we will do, I will allow PS Mwangi to say hello to you, and then I'll give you a rundown of the kind of statistics that we have in this school currently as we have found it, if that is fine with you. PS Mwangi.
I can see here we are multilingual. So with your indulgence, I'll address you in vernacular, a bit of Kikuyu and a bit of Kiswahili, si ndio? Ndio tuelewane kwa Kiswahili. Ya, kama PS mwenzangu ametaja, tumetumwa huku na rais tukiwa serikali, na haja kuleta serikali mashinani ndio kila mwananchi aguze serikali, ajivunie serikali yake. Na tumekuja huku ndio tufuatilie kufungua kwa shule, tuchunguze hali ambayo iko huku, ndio tuhakikishe watoto wetu wakiendelea na masomo yao wanasoma in an environment where they are safe. Na sheria za safety kwa hii shida ya COVID tunaifahamu kabisa, ni social distancing, kunawa mkono as often as possible, kujifunika, and we are emphasizing kujifunika sio kujifunika mdomo alafu unaacha mapua nje, ni kujifunika mapua na mdomo pia. Na kweli tumeangalia tukaona shule imefuatilia hii kwa makini sana. Kisha tumekuja ndio tujadiliane na walimu na wanafunzi kwa jumla, ndio tujue kama kuna challenges zingine zote ambao zinaweza kuzuilia effective learning ya watoto. Hiyo ndio jukumu letu. And of course, as a peer has mentioned, we are a government, we are in charge of irrigation, of water, of roads, of airports na mambo mengine. Na hiyo ni maneno ambayo tunachunguza tukiongea na county commissioner. Kwa hii nafasi ya tutaingilia hiyo maneno ya barabara fulani ambazo zimejengwa, lakini kumjulisha watu wa Embu serikali inamfikiria sana. Thank you very much.
Yes,
na Gikuyu?
Na
Kiembu?
utatuambia pia.
Do you know how to speak Embu?
Yes, very well.
I think you do it.
I'm not a member, but I know how to speak Kikamba, Kiembu, and every language Kenya. Okay. So you want Kiembu now? Okay. Ni wega muno andu a Embu na mwarimu mkuu wa cukuru ino ya county niguo tukabrivisha guku sub county ya Embu West. Tuguo na tuyava na county commissioner na deputy wake, na kira gituretete guku gatutumitwe ni president nundu wa kuhakikisha ati ciana ni irathoma wega, tondu riria aririe burudi muthenya wa New Year, president ni waugire ati no renda ciana ciothe icoke cukuru, na ciana icu na igicokaga cukuru na renda icoke na ikue ikorwe ina thayo na ciena security, na turigiririe murimu wa COVID kunyita mwana uriku kana uriku. Number 2 ni mwiciriria ciana cierirwo ithie mucie twiritu twingi muno ni twa reportirwe ni turagia mavu, so ni turenda kumenya ni aritu egana matai skuru nundu wa teenage pregnancy, na ni turenda also kurodia irathi citwone kana ciana ni irathoma wega kweli, kana irathi ciena desk ira ciariritwe ni munene wetu, arimu maikuo kana arimu matiekuo kana mwarimu mkuu aikuo, na cukuru ino nundu tutikumwirite ni tukire na twakora mwarimu uyu mwarimu mkuu ako na gutie kirathi gitai na mwarimu. So every class as a teacher, and all the teachers have reported, because that is one of the things we wanted to see. If you ingini kurodia kana maina all the facilities cia kwithambia njara na cia kuthima temperature, and also masks, na nito kwivaririte ati no korwo kwina ciana tondu ni murona eno county ni rona ta kwa iva kwina periurban majengo, no korwo kwina ciana ciena thina wa masks. Nditu atumwana mask kidogo, mask 500 nigetha tutige skuru mwarimu ona kana gatai na mask gakavewa, because that is a promise ya mtukufu rais gwe ciana cia skuru. Deu no kwa ngwenda kumuva statistic kidogo uria tuona skuru rero. In terms of reporting, mbere ya COVID yambiririe, skuru ino ni skuru nene muno. Ya ina ciana cia anake, ciana 448 boys. 448 boys. That was the enrollment before COVID. Na ere to 431 girls before COVID, meaning a total enrollment of 879 students. Na riu skuru ina ciana magana manana 800 students. Ni wega muno arimu makora very alert. Tondu ni mwese ciana, they are social animals. So to keep distance is not very easy. So ni kwa try emphasize arimu riu mathomithie ciana gwikira masks completely. Na niturona ciana tikwa ina murimu uyu muno na ona makithaka makoragwo na mask icio kana maka keep social distance. Riu twoka ivinda ya COVID, after COVID, skuru ino ni kwera nene vanevire kidogo tu. Tondu riu turona twina anake 450, ni mongererete a few boys and 430 girls, meaning the school now is at 880 boys. The number has gone to the transfer. 7 children have transferred to this school. Now the rate of reporting. All the students have reported back to school except 23 boys and 17 girls. Tuko pamoja. So the enrollment rate, you can say we are in the 90%. Only 23 boys have not reported and 17 girls. Among the 17 girls is one girl who is lactating. She's a mother, so she got a child. And that one we can understand. But now we have the deputy county commissioner who has the responsibility to look for the other 16 girls. The head teacher, I don't know where the head teacher has gone. She should have been standing here next to me because we want to understand. Madam Mwalimu Mkuu, yes, we have these girls who are missing in the school. We are saying you work with the deputy county commissioner. She will be left here. She knows the school, so that we can trace each of these girls. Because the president wants every girl, every boy back to school. Then we have the 23 boys. Where are they? I know some we have transferred to other schools, so we want to know within the school system where would these students have transferred to? Because we want to give an account of all our students. If there's a student who is unwell, we want an account of those students. But to say the enrollment in Embu is good. We have also got calls and statistics from other schools. We do not have a major problem in Embu County. It's just a few. And those few, even one is one too many. One child who is missing. Because it may be the future president who is missing, or the future principal secretary, or the future director of education, or the future Dangote, isn't it? Yeah, so we need to know who is missing from this school, and that the students are well. So basically that is where we are with Embu. Asante sana Mwalimu Mkuu. Your school is doing very well. We have seen the normal challenges which are all in our learning institutions. As you can see, I think this school was built in the 60s. From my assessment, when I look at the stone which built this school, so of course there is the need for improvement in infrastructure. But let us say it is a high standard school, because every class, as you can see, is well roofed. It's a stone school, and the learning, the classes are good. Yeah, mambo kidogo kidogo, we need to repair cement here. That is neither here nor there, it is the normal repairs. But the school is a good school. And we thank you very much. You can see the students are here. Karibiani.
Maybe Madam,
yes.
Natore na Kiembu where arungamirira masukuru na administration magoro gutigirira ciana cionthe iria citai cukuru ni cia cukuru na Kiembu.
Yeah.
Na Plito.
Rewe turauga twina message igire ithatu kuma kwi president. Message ya mbere ni ya ciadi. Angikorwo we muciadi county ino ya Embu na mwana waku ti mucoku cukuru, we are coming. Tugugukora nginya mucie. Tugo and we are coming because in your location there is a chief, kuko na nyumba 10 na kuko na deputy county commissioner na kuko na county commissioner. So musiari akora ni wese mwana waku ndai skuru omo the rosio o make sure Jumatatu mwana ose ni wasoka skuru. And remember, you don't have to worry kana mwana sinora diveritwa visi kana niki thirikari iraugire ciana ciothe icoke cukuru tucoke twaririe voro wa visi na maundu mau mangi tiguo mwana ai cukuru sindio. All the children report back to school, then we can discuss other matters once the children are in school. So what plan do we have to ensure all the children come to school? The plan is to use the government administrative infrastructure. The head teacher gives the details of the children who have not reported to Director of Education. Where is the Director of Education? We have her here, she's here. Yeah, Deputy of, the Sub-County Director of Education. So that those names get to the education sector. And the education sector works with the county commissioner and then they mobilize the system. You know, from the county commissioner is up to the chief. Yeah, and the students come back. Nikatoa ugatiriri na Embu thirikari ina njara ndasa muno ya gukora ombucie gwaku nigetha ucokie mwana cukuru. O mwarimu head teacher we Embu andike maritwa ma ciana iria itacokete cukuru, anengere maritwa mau ofisi ya warimu Embu ya Director of Education. Director of Education yave maritwa mau county commissioner. Maritwa mau makinya gwe county commissioner na mwira thirikari itithiria muthenya umwe itaukite gwaku nyomba tiguo gugukora ko no ndwarire thirikari everywhere maritwa riu yauka gwe county commissioner tariu thimu ni ciavurwa ni twiciwe ciana mbuvori tukuthie gucaria kuu aciari rutai ciana icoke cukuru niguo turauga tiguo system ya government ya ngao turutaga wira na thimu ndagika imwe thimu ciothe ni thiu Kenya. It is a matter of minutes actually. We even know the names of the parents. So tutakuja kwako usiwezi kujificha. Sio sahihi. So bring back your children to school. It's not a threat, it's just a request. But if it is not adhered to, then it will become a directive. If the directive is not adhered to, then we'll escalate to something to something else. So submit those. Okay. Sasa vile nitafanya, I'll give overall statistics because you know Embu, the schools are very many, both girls and private and let's look at the percentage in terms of public schools. The boys now the reopening, we are at 89.5%. Okay, for the girls it's 89.3%, and you know private schools, boys 7.82%, 78, and the girls' private school 77.9. Now, COVID-related cases, we do not have any in Embu schools. So this is the overall statistics of Embu. We have name by name and sub-county by sub-county, but we do not have the time to go through that. But basically what we are saying on average, Embu County is doing well. Remember, we are only 1 week into the school opening. Sawa. So we have a big report with all the statistics. Yeah, so I think what the overall statistics have given are enough. And I've given you the plans that we have to ensure that all the schools reopen. There are various reasons that some of the schools have not opened. And the main reason was for the private school, just a difference in terms of calendar. You know, the private schools sometimes have maybe a week. So I want to believe when they went on recess, they probably are opening on Monday. That's what I want to believe, because the directive was given for schools to open on 4th, and probably they were not able to take that information all over to their teachers. So the true picture will come out on 11th, when I think most of the private schools will be back. But for the public schools, there's no reason why the school should not have opened, except some schools probably in very, very remote areas who have transferred children now to schools who have COVID facilities. Sindio? Sure. Yeah, so that is how it is. Yeah. Okay. From those statistics, the girls are more. Tulikuwa tunatarajia labda wasichana watakuwa wachache because of this teenage pregnancy, but it looks like the girls are more. Even the enrollment, the girls were more. And also nationally, you know, the national population, I think we are 49 to 51. I think women are always more. Yeah, for some strange reason. No strange reason, but I think we are 51% of the population, and the men are 49.
Thank you.
So. Yeah.
I just mentioned a few roads that are in the works. We have na Gikuyu?
Wachaongea Kiswahili alafu tutaongea
Kiswahili. Basi barabara chache, lakini barabara ni nyingi kwa hii kaunti ya Embu, chache ambao zinaendelea under Kera only. Tuna barabara ambao tunafanya za kura mjini na barabara zile kubwa zinapita zikienda hizi za Kenha, lakini zile ambao najua wananchi wanafurahia sana ni za Kera, maanake zinafika mashinani. Basi barabara moja ya Kera ni barabara ya constituency ya Manyata Runyenjes. Tuko na barabara ya 63.1 kilometers upgrading to bitumen standards. Hiyo ndio tunaita low volume CU roads. 63.1 kilometers. Hiyo barabara inagharimu 2.84 billion Kenya shillings. Hiyo ni pesa kiasi ishaangukia Embu. Na pahali tumefikisha hii barabara tumefanya 99.44% completion level. Hiyo ni kitu ya kujivunia, tumefanyiwa na serikali ya Rais Uhuru Kenyatta. Alafu tuna barabara ingine ya Mbere North na Mbere South constituency, hiyo ni 18 kilometers, once more upgrading to bitumen standards, low volume CU road. Na hiyo gharama yake ni about 0.68 billion shillings. Tena ni pesa kiasi na imeendelea mbele. Sasa tumefanya about 56% completion. Ni kumaanisha hii, by the time we get into the end of the year, tutakuwa na barabara imeanza kwa mwanzo na inafikia mwisho. Ya tatu ambao nilikuwa ninataka to mention ni barabara ya Runyenjes constituency. Kuna barabara ya 10.2 kilometers. Again, hii ni labor intensive. Unaona zile ambao tumezipanga contract ndio ziajili watu, so we don't use machinery, ndio vijana wapate kazi. Na hiyo gharama yake ni 0.2 billion shillings na tumefikisha 65% level of completion. Just a few kionjo. Thank you.
Okay.
Kuna swali moja kuhusu barabara. Ile barabara iliyoko pande ya Mbere South inaitwa Rings. Sana sana inafahamika kama Ring Road hapa. Na hiyo barabara ilikwama Ring Road kabla ujenzi kama ujenzi uendelee. So sijui what is the status?
Well, as a government, we have a commitment to conclude all contracts, whether it is ongoing ama ilikuwa imekwama. And in the road sector, tumejadiliana kabisa. One of the things we are doing is holding contractors accountable. Ukipewa contract na unaenda kulala kwa kazi, tunakufuta immediately. So expect that will be happening in Embu. And we've already put a number of contractors in Embu on the alert. In my mind, I can remember at least 2 contractors ambao tumefuta kazi, but we don't announce those things in public. Tushawaambiwa watoke ndio tupatie wale ambao wako na haja ya kumaliza kazi. Because we have a commitment to the people of Kenya. We are not going into elections in incomplete work. So mtulie ndio mtaona. Thank you.
So thank you. So now we are just...
Okay, my name is Emily Akinyi. I'm the Deputy President of the school, Embu County Primary School. My work in the school is to be answerable to any issue asked by the teachers. I'm really grateful for everything that you have done for us. Thank you for the donations that you have brought for us. We are very grateful and we are happy to go back to school. Hopefully we'll be able to do well and we will put the name of our school high. We will never let you people down, for you have been good for us. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
Tell the president something.
And to the President, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, thank you very much for sending them to bring us the masks, everything that they have donated, and may God bless you and add you many more days.
Thank you.